Okay, so my room is a complete disaster. Pretty much everything is a complete disaster. I actually did some speed cleaning videos. My hair is driving me bonkers, but I haven't been on camera in forever. And I wanted to do a pregnancy update video, and to be honest right now, I just can't sit in the floor. I have clean laundry all over the bed. Like, I need to clean up my room, but I just thought, well, let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. So, first of all, this is the baby bump. So this is what we're working with. We are 31 weeks. We will be 32 weeks on Friday, and today is Tuesday. So we are going on our way to 32 weeks. 32 weeks pregnant. Yeah. So I had my glucose test. It came back perfectly normal, which I wasn't expecting it not to because I've never had issues with that. But you just never know. Every pregnancy is different. Look at that. I mean, look at my room. It's a mess. Like, I have laundry everywhere. I have dirt. That's dirty laundry for the dirty clothes. Like, holy cow, it's a mess. And it's harder and harder for me to keep up with everything because I'm just big and I'm miserable. I mean, if you just saw my stomach, like, it's so tight in there. It's like when you hold onto your finger or you tie like something around your finger and it gets really red like that. That's what my stomach feels like, and it's what it looks like. If you touch it, it turns white. It has been that way with all of my pregnancies just because I carry it all in the belly, and that's just how it is. The bigger they get, the more miserable I am. And honestly, I am just done. I'm having lots and lots of back pain, lots and lots of pelvic pain. Anytime that I do, like, I did those speed cleaning videos and I got on my hands and knees and like scrubbed the kitchen floor, and holy cow, like, to stand up is death. And when I like sit down, like if I were to sit on the floor, no. Okay, Killian just came in. And he came in his underwear, so I had to put in some pants on. So, shh, you gotta be quiet. So, I have really horrible... Well, go tell Tristan you want to watch it. Go tell Tristan, turn it on. And so, I have really horrible pelvic pain. It's really, really bad. Like I was saying, after I did that speed cleaning video, like now, if I sat down, it would be really hard for me to get up. Like, it's bad. When I lay down to get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night is excruciating. Like, I'm probably going to pay for scrubbing the floor. It is what it is. He's so low, and the pressure he's putting on everything, the muscles and joints and things like that, it's just painful. And that's the way it is. It wasn't that way with my first pregnancy as much as it definitely was with Killian, but this one is much earlier and it's much worse pain. You gotta be careful, baby. You gotta be careful. And, so, anyway, I don't have any yogurt, baby. You ate all of the yogurt. I don't have any yogurt. So, that's been difficult. Also, I have super bad acid reflux. It is excruciatingly horrible. Super bad indigestion. And, okay. I have really, really bad acid reflux and indigestion. Anything over the counter I try to take for it is just not working out. Like Tums and all that disgusting chalk tasting crap is just not working out for me. It's still really bad. It keeps me up at night every time I lay down. Now, with Killian and with Tristan especially, every time I lay down it would be bad. But with this baby, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I have it so bad, and it's like more in my throat, starts making noises and gurgling, like you can hear the acid. It's absolutely horrible. Yeah, so that's fun times. Is there anything positive to say at 32 weeks? I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. Pregnancy's not my thing. I don't really enjoy it. It's never my thing from beginning to end. I kind of just hate it. But this is the last stretch. So this is the time where I'm uncomfortable and he's moving, and I love to watch him move. He sticks his little feet out. He sticks his arms and elbows out. It hurts. He pushes on my floating ribs and moves them around. He's a very active baby. So that makes me happy because I know he's safe. I know he's healthy. He's growing very well. He's actually a pretty big baby. They're not like concerned with how big he is, that he's too big, but he is definitely big and healthy, and that's great. I don't have another ultrasound. This is 32 weeks. I actually go to the doctor at 32 weeks, and then I will go at 34 weeks, and then at 36 weeks, I will go every single week, and at 36 weeks, I get my last ultrasound, so that's fun. I'm sick and tired of these little appointments where all they do is check my weight and blood pressure and send me home. It's really annoying. It's such a waste because I have to drive like 25 minutes to get to my doctor's office, and it's just like, are you kidding? We are planning on inducing. We are inducing at 39 weeks, which will be 39 weeks is January the 18th. So I don't know if I can pinpoint that date and get them to nail it down. I'm supposed to get a nailed down date. I can't remember if it's going to be this next appointment or if I will have to wait until 36 weeks until the ultrasound, just so they can check everything, and then they'll let me schedule a date. But I'm confident that they will do so. I've been induced with both of my other ones, and my babies come really quickly. I've told you guys my birth stories before. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Any questions are fine. I will be happy to answer them. But when my body says it's time, it is time, okay? It's not giving you any leeway. We're not having contractions and then going to bed to rest for a little while before going to the hospital. We're not packing the hospital bag and then taking our time to get to the car. If it is time, it is time. Once I have those contractions, it's the baby's coming. You know, Tristan was already crowning before they caught that I was in labor. Like, that's how bad it was. And he was my first baby. With my second, I was much better prepared. The nurses were better prepared because they knew about my first experience, and they were absolutely amazing to me. I'm not delivering at either one of the hospitals I've delivered at with my other two. So this is a whole different hospital. It is newer and it's really nice apparently. I don't know about it, but we'll see. And so, you know, I'm at this point, I'm just tired and I'm done. I don't get a lot of sleep. Little Killian, he still doesn't sleep through the night. We still have a lot of issues with his sleep patterns. And so I don't get a lot of sleep anyway. And then when he does sleep okay, it's the acid and indigestion that keeps me awake, and it makes me throw up. I get really nauseous. It's awful. I can't eat anything. I guzzle milk. Like, it's about my kids coming in their underwear. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't get a lot of rest, but that's okay. I never get a lot of rest in this part of pregnancy anyways. Whoever does is very, very lucky. You should count your blessings if you are able to sleep in your last trimester. But with this tight belly, there's just not any of that. And so that's okay because it just prepares me for lack of sleep and sleep deprivation when a lark actually gets here. So that's how I view it. Like, it's fine because it's going to just prepare me for him already being here. I'm already going to be used to that, and it's not going to be like a shock on top of everything else of having a new baby. It's not going to be a shock when I'm sleep deprived because I already am. So what else? There's lots of different updates. I haven't done an update in a while, so I feel like there's a lot to tell you. I'm already leaking like a cow. My shirts are wet very consistently, which is a great thing. I did not, in case you guys are new, first of all, welcome. Second of all, I'm sorry my house is a mess for you to see. But with my first child, he had a latching problem and wouldn't latch, and I was terrified. I was too scared that he wasn't going to get enough, or I wasn't going to get the hang of it, or I didn't know how to pump. Like, I was just too unsure of everything, so I just switched him to formula. I worked with a lot of lactation consultants, and they couldn't get him to latch either. Turns out he was just tongue-tied, and that's all he needed was a little clip of the skin underneath his tongue, and he would have been fine, but they didn't catch that until he was over a year old, which really sucks. I have so many regrets about not breastfeeding him. I cannot even tell you. I would have loved to have breastfed all my children because it's absolutely amazing. If you're thinking about doing it, definitely do. Definitely do it. If someone you know or love needs encouragement to breastfeed, definitely give them that encouragement and be there for them. I don't know. My family is really strange when it comes to breastfeeding. They're a little bit more weirded out by it, I guess. I don't know. It's completely normal to me. I'm not that way. But I love it, and I'm excited because that just goes to show me that, I'm definitely going to produce milk. With Killian, I did not have any problems producing plenty of milk, and he drank a whole bunch. He had acid reflux really bad when he was born, and it made him, breastfed babies are not supposed to throw up a lot, like they're not supposed to spit up, hardly at all, but he spit up all the time, and so he was always hungry because he always spit up because of the acid reflux, and also it was a comfort thing. And then he had ear problems, so nursing was a comfort thing, so I produced plenty of milk for him. He was definitely demanding in the milk department, and I provided just fine. So I worked the first 3 months he was born, and I pumped and then breastfed while I was with him, and breastfed during the night, pumped during the day. And I had to supplement a little bit just because my job, I couldn't pump as much as I needed to. But as far as producing enough, that was never a problem. He breastfed until he was 14 months old, and then he, we weaned, and he weaned really well. And so, we'll see how this baby goes. Personally, my personal thing is that I don't, at about a year old is when I start to wean. That's just my thing. Once I put them on solid foods, I start to kind of get them off of milk. But yeah, that's just my personal preference. I know that a lot of people nurse their babies a lot longer these days. I just don't. That's just something I choose not to do. Once they're about a year old, we kind of see where we're at, and that's why he went 2 months over that, because he just wasn't quite ready, and then he started weaning himself off. So that's the way it was with that. So that's what I'm planning on with this one, is kind of seeing how it goes. Speaking of which, Alaric has lots of hiccups. He has them right now. That's why it made me think of it. He has lots of hiccups. He has hiccups all the time. All the time he has hiccups. He gets mad at his hiccups. He hates his hiccups. And when he has hiccups, he starts moving around like a crazy baby. He starts going nuts inside of my stomach, like he is right this second. He gets so upset about it. He is mad because he has hiccups and he hates it. Yes, so it's fun times, especially in the middle of the night when he gets hiccups and he starts moving around like a crazy person, and I'm like, whoa, it wakes me up really quickly. Also, what wakes me up, I have Braxton Hicks contractions. The Braxton Hicks contractions are real, and they suck really bad. I am told, I don't know anything different because this is how I've carried all of my children, and I've always been the same frame with all of them. But I am told that is because I have a really small frame and I do carry all belly, that Braxton Hicks are a lot stronger and harder to deal with for me, just because I can feel it all in my belly. You can see it. It's really rough. It looks like my stomach is a lumpy rock, and it hurts. It's painful. It's very tight. It's very uncomfortable. I can't breathe. If I'm driving, it takes my breath. It makes me feel like I should never drive while I'm this pregnant because the Braxton Hicks contractions take me by surprise. It makes it hard for me to breathe, and they're pretty brutal. I'm trying to keep hydrated. Dear God, can you ever drink enough when you're pregnant? I think not. I mean, I feel like I'm up to my eyeballs in water and it's still not enough. But those do help Braxton Hicks contractions, and so I try really hard to drink. Of course, I'm drinking so much milk right now that anything else, and I feel like it's going to come out my ears. Just because the acid reflux is so bad. I am going to talk to my doctor about that this week and see if maybe there's something, a prescription they can prescribe me for the acid reflux, and maybe it will help, because it is rough. Like all day yesterday, I was throwing up yesterday all day because the acid reflux was so bad from what I ate the night before. Like ridiculous. So yeah, that's really what's going on. Baby is so healthy. I have gained so far. Let's see, how much have I gained? Okay, now there was peeing with the door open. I have gained, let's see, how much weight have I gained so far? I have gained 22 pounds so far, and I'm almost 32 weeks. I didn't gain any the last time I went, which was 2 weeks ago, so we'll see how much I gained Friday. We'll see how much I have gained since 2 weeks ago, but 2 weeks before that, I didn't gain anything. So we'll see. And 2 weeks before that, I gained 2 pounds. So we'll see. I'm averaging about a pound a week now, and so he's supposed to start growing a pound a week. So we'll see how much I end up. I don't care about that. That really doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, so I am really excited to be done. I'm not going to lie to you. It is helping that this is around the holidays. And so the holiday season's super busy. We're doing this. We went out of town for Thanksgiving. It was brutal to drive for 4 hours and then the next day drive 4 hours back pregnant. It was very uncomfortable and I suffered for it the day after. It sucked really bad with like hip pain and everything. But Joshua forced me to get out and walk around every so often. So he was being a good baby daddy, a good husband, trying to make me walk, because I was like, no, I don't want to stop again. I just want to get there. And he's like, you're walking. You're getting out and walking. And I was like, whatever. You're stretching your legs. Like, I was like, okay, fine. So anyways, that's my pregnancy update for 31/32 weeks. I don't know if I'll do another one for 32 weeks or not. I guess the doctor's visit is going to be so boring. I don't think there's going to be anything to update you on. So I'll probably do a 34-week update, and then I will do a 36-week update for my ultrasound. So we'll just kind of go as the doctor's appointments go every 2 weeks, and then I will be able to give you guys a really good update, and I'll show you some cute ultrasound pictures the next time I have an ultrasound, because that will be sweet. So I'm really excited to see him. I can't wait. I haven't seen him, gosh, I haven't seen him in like 10 weeks. So, you know, I'm sure he's progressed quite a bit since I saw him last, and I just want to see his picture. So if I can't see his face, I just want to see his picture. I can definitely feel him, that's for sure. But I thank you guys so much for watching. I know I haven't done one of these in a really long time. I'm trying to get better. Pregnant mama is trying to get better, I promise. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.